It is not too late, in case you're wondering, but you need to act fast. You wanna know what I'm talking about? Let's do this. Hi, my name is Jim Hart. I'm an online business lawyer. Why don't you grab a cup of coffee and come join me on the porch for a few minutes while we talk about the status of the PPP loan program and the EIDL, that's Economic Injury Disaster Loan programs. Lots of stuff you need to know, and it's all coming at you this morning, so you need to act fast. Let's get into it. So in case you did not know, the president on Friday signed into law an additional stimulus bill. We're calling it Stimulus 3.5 that appropriated an additional $484 billion of funding for the CARES Act, specifically for the PPP loan program and the SBA small business loan and grant programs. I've received a lot of comments and emails from people wanting to know why their bank was not accepting their applications yet. If the bill was signed into law, what's the deal? What's going on? And I realize that these are desperate times. You need this money. There's a lot at stake here. If you don't get this money, you want to make sure that you can keep your staff and employees on your payroll. You want to make sure you can pay yourself some payroll, and you need this money to do that. And so today I want to share with you exactly what's going on, what the updates are about these programs. First thing you need to know is the SBA is going to start accepting applications for the PPP loan program again this morning. That's today, March 27th at 10:30 a.m. Like I said, I've heard from some people that are saying their banks are not accepting any more applications for the PPP loan program. That could be because the SBA was not accepting those applications. So until such time as the SBA starts accepting those applications, it's very possible that your bank may not want to take on any new applications because they don't have anything to do with them, quite honestly. The big question that comes about with this PPP loan program is, number one, where should you apply? And what I've been telling people through these videos for the past several weeks is you need to apply with your bank. That's going to be the best place to start. However, big caveat here. If you bank with a large national bank such as Chase or Citibank or something like that, one of these large national banks, Chase in particular has gotten a bad rap in the news in the past couple weeks because they were processing the largest loan applications first as opposed to the loans that came in the order that they were received, which is what they were supposed to do under the law. So it didn't matter if they were processing a $8 million loan or a $10,000 loan. They're supposed to take the loan that came first in the door and process it first. So if you're banking with Chase or one of those other large national banks, you may want to consider going to a local credit union or local regional bank where you can get access to funds maybe more readily. And this is especially important because the PPP program was given funds that with a specific directive that a certain amount of these funds, and I can't remember the exact dollar amount, I had in my notes that it was $60 billion would be set aside for local and regional banks and community lenders, specifically those that focus on underbanked neighborhoods and rural areas. I don't know if that's what actually came into the final bill. These are my notes from when they were still talking about passing the bill. So regardless, your best chance to get this money might be going to a smaller local bank and setting up an account quickly if you don't already have an account with them, and then processing your application that way. That might take too long still, and I want to make sure you have every opportunity to get access to these funds. So that would be my first recommendation. If you bank with a smaller bank, go there. If you don't, set up an account with them and try to submit your application. The next option, if that's not going to work, is services like PayPal and Quickbooks Online have now been set up to take PPP loan applications. So you might want to apply directly through PayPal or QuickBooks Online I think it's QuickBooks Financial. If you have an account and if you use those services, you may be able to apply directly through them. So check that out too. The next thing is the EIDL loan program. That's the emergency. I don't know what I was talking about. I must have put something weird in my coffee this morning. It's actually the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. I don't know where emergency came from. Yeah, that's right. Through the SBA. The SBA website is still telling us that they're not accepting applications because funds have not been appropriated. We know that that is not true. They may have not updated their website yet. So make sure you check the website back again repeatedly And I imagine sometime today or tomorrow that website's going to get updated, and you want to be one of the first people to apply for those grants so you can get in there and get that money. Remember, it is $1,000 per employee is the grant. It does not need to be repaid back. So you want to make sure you get your application in for that if you haven't done so already. All right, links to all these resources are going to be down in the deeds below. Right here, you can check out another video that I did that talks about all the details of this current Stimulus 3.5 legislation. I'll see you in that video. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.